This is kind of the competitor to the FX3 by Sony, even though it costs only €2,500 new and it has more features. The Canon R6V is a videographer stream, and I will tell you why. This camera has a much thicker grip, but also being lighter than the FX3 makes it feel very nice in the hand. You got many customizable buttons over the body and a small 3-inch screen, but it can get very bright, which is a good thing. It comes included with a fan built in on the right side here. It has a CF Express Type B slot and an SD slot, and the battery, it uses Canon's newest LPE6P batteries. Photo video switch right here, and this is the on and off switch, which I don't love because often it happens to me that the camera is on in my case because I accidentally switched this on. The camera supports 4:2 10-bit shooting in H.264 and H.265. You also have an 8-bit option, and the nice feature is you got 7K OpenGate RAW. Sadly up to only 30 frames, not 60. If you need this for certain projects, you can do that. But you can also do 7K 60 frames RAW, but without the OpenGate. When it comes to dynamic range, Canon claims up to 15 stops. I have not tested that personally, but I think with any modern mirrorless camera, this problem is largely fixed and you don't have to worry about this. When shooting in RAW or even just in H.265, I had no problems. One of the main highlights about this camera is the amazing sensor inside it. It's using the same sensor as the C50 and the R6V, and it has this nice detailed look without being over sharpened like some of the Sony models. Talking about the IBIS, it's excellent. It has, I think, 6.5 stops. I've tested it with lenses that don't have stabilization, with the 50 VZM and the 16 2.8. And I have to say, with the 50, it's amazing. It looks beautiful. You can get some buttery smooth shots, and it doesn't replace a gimbal. I have to say that. If you want to have like big movements, forget it, you can do it. But small movements you can do problemless, but I wouldn't recommend doing it with the 16 because you will see noticeable Canon wobbles. Talking about the audio of this camera, I was very impressed. When I first looked through the footage, the internal mics are really amazing. And you can obviously, of course, plug the DJI mic. You got both a mic plug and a headphone jack in here. They're both 3.5 millimeters. I can show you. I hope you can see it. I will show you on my camera as well. Yes. Then you have, fuck is this? I don't know what the fuck this is. I will put it up on the screen. Some extra jack right here. And you got your HDMI and a single USB-C. And yeah, I really like that this is rubber because I have had it on other cameras that it's like a small gap that you can open. But the problem with that is if you plug a 3.5mm jack and then you want to hold it handheld, and then even though only a little bit is pressing onto this small gap that opens, it's gonna press on the microphone jack and it's gonna be bad for your equipment. Whereas like this, you get more space to operate it handheld. So big plus Canon. There are also a few things that I don't like on this camera. For example, number one, viewing LUTs. So you can import LUTs into this camera and it's great. Actually, no, it's not great, it sucks. You can import LUTs, but you can't use them as viewing assist LUTs. So they will get burned into the footage. You can only use the Canon viewing assist. So you got a viewing assist in Rec. 709 while shooting C-Log 2. Oh, by the way, there's C-Log 2 and C-Log 3. In this camera, I've only used C-Log 2 and it's amazing. Another thing, the customizable buttons. I wish there was a bit more to program on these buttons because honestly I got a few buttons that I don't really use at all. I don't need false color. I have the waveform from this camera, which is amazing, which makes sure I never over or underexpose my shots. But I wish there were things like IBIS, image stabilization. You can only control via the quick menu the enhanced version of the IBIS, meaning the digital one. You cannot control the physical one via the quick menu, and you can't put a button on this. You can only go to the settings, put a customizable settings you want. I have it in my star settings, so it's quickly accessible, but you cannot put the IBIS on a button, which kind of sucks. And with the movie cropping, there is a small workaround that I found. So I bind it on this Q button, quick menu, where I can see a lot of stuff. And then I press the Q menu, zack, movie cropping enable, and bam. When switching this camera to photo mode, the cool thing is, I mean, everybody already talked about this, it is an instant switch from video to photo. So I have noticed while shooting some behind the scenes that I can switch in an instant and get some nice pictures, because sometimes a picture just pops more than a video. Works great. Also, what's great about Canon in general, and I've noticed this with multiple people shooting here in the studio, Canon has become so great at auto that you don't need manual. They all shoot in aperture or shutter priority, normally shutter priority, because the camera is just so fucking good. You don't need to worry about it. I grew up with the mindset everything needs to be in manual, but on a camera like this that's so good, you don't need it. Of course, manual for video, 100%, but for photo, they figured it out, you don't need any more of that.